Shalom. This is your brother Tazaya Amar coming out again with another weekly lesson, and I pray that it be edifying. But first of all, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rikakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of GMS for teaching us the true knowledge of these scriptures. I want to say shalom and a harb to all the sisters and brothers that striving in this same true doctrine. Shalom. Today's lesson is pretty much about end time prophecies, the things that we're going to see, that going to manifest themselves in these last days. And with that, my first scripture is going to be the book of Isaiah, chapter 60. Isaiah chapter 60, starting at verse 1. And it reads, Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of Yahweh is risen upon thee. And what is this glory and what is this light? The light is coming back to, Yahweh have been merciful in giving us our heritage back. Now we beginning to realize who we are, and what our purpose. As a young man coming up in those Christian churches, I used to always wonder, what is it that I'm supposed to do? It was always like something that it was something missing. Number one, I didn't have no idea who I was. I had no idea about my heritage or none of that because they don't teach that in them Christian churches. They didn't even know. They didn't even know that that man in the background with that blonde hair, blue eyes, and long string of hair wasn't the Messiah, wasn't Yahweh Shai. But now, hey, even though this stage one, at least now I know who I am and what I am. I'm an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. All praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai for giving me this knowledge. I'll start again at the book of Isaiah chapter 60, starting again at verse 1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Most High Yahweh is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and that's what, hey, 2/3 of our people, hey, they still engrossed in darkness. And they love the darkness. They're like nocturnal creatures. They love the darkness. They thrive in darkness. They don't want the light. And gross darkness the people. But Yahweh shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. The Most High gonna spread his glory upon us. And that light, that hidden light, hey, it's gonna shine bright as the morning star. And hey, it's gonna be a beacon for all the heathen nations. They're gonna realize, hey, they're gonna see that we are the people of the Bible. Starting again at the book of Isaiah chapter 60, starting at verse 3. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light. I'm going to read that again. Isaiah chapter 60, verse 3. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to the brightness of thy rising. That means from the least to the highest. Hey, they're going to come to the realization that, hey, we are the people of the Bible. Ain't going to be no doubt about it. Isaiah chapter 60, verse 4. Lift up thine eyes round about and see. Can't you see? Hey, the Israelites are waking up. God's chosen people are waking up. All they gather themselves together they come to thee. Thy son shall come from far. I mean, hey, our kids, our sons and daughters, hey, they're going to come into the realization who they are. They're going to come into the truth. Thy son shall come from far, and thy daughter shall be nursed at thy side. So as I was saying, hey, our sons and daughters, hey, some of those gonna be awakened, and they're gonna be, they're gonna come into the truth. They're gonna realize that they're Israelites, and that those Bible words that have been put on them, hey, have nothing to do with them. That those man-made perception of who they were. They're gonna come into the real realization of who they are. They're gonna know that, hey, I'm a Israelite from the tribe of Judah, or Ephraim, or Gad, whichever tribe their bloodline go back to. They're gonna realize that, hey, this is who I am. I'm not a nigger. I'm not black. I'm not colored. I'm not none of those bywords that, hey, that I've been labeled with. Hey, I'm a Hebrew Israelite from whichever tribe my bloodline go back to. And with that, I'm gonna move to the book of Isaiah, still in the book of Isaiah, chapter 49, verse 23. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm going back to the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 1. Chapter Isaiah chapter 60. Then I'm gonna go back to the fourth verse. Lift up thine eyes round about and see. All they gather themselves together. They come to thee. Thy son shall come from far, and thy daughter shall be nursed at that side. That reminds me of the scripture of Psalm chapter 37, verse 25. And it reads, I have been young and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. I'm going to read that again. The book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 25. I have been young and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. And that corresponds with Isaiah 16, verse 4. Lift up thine eyes round about and see. All they gather themselves together, they come to thee. Thy son shall come from far, and thy daughter shall be nursed at thy side. That means, hey, your offspring is going to be, hey, they're going to be in a good case. Once they come back to the true nature and the true knowledge of who they are, that they are God-chosen people, that they are Israelites from whatever their particular tribe is. And with that, I'm going to move to the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, starting at verse 1. For the Most High Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Hey, this is the Most High telling us that, hey, all the other heathen nations, they're gonna want to cleave on to us, because they're gonna know that, hey, these people, hey, that we had in derision about, hey, and had a perpetual hatred for, These are the people of the Bible. All praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai for choosing us to be his people. Had nothing to do with us. Nothing that we did that was so righteous that he chose us over the other nation. Hey, it was by his will, his choice. All praises for that. And with that, I'm going to move to the book of 2nd Esdras in the Apocrypha. 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 16. And we see this happening today as everything began to unfold in this wicked ass society. 2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. You know, the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem Abishai, got these devils fighting amongst themselves now. And we know, basically, that anytime that there's division in a house, hey, as the scriptures say, a house divided cannot stand. And with that, I'm going to go to the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 19. And with this, the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 19. And it reads, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house, and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. So, you know, basically, no matter what these devils do, where they run and where they try to hide, because we know that they got those underground, they got the underground bunkers, they got the bunkers under the water, they got the bunkers in the mountains, they got the so-called space station set up. They're trying to find, they're exploring different ways to try to go to different planets, which, hey, it's all going to fail. And with that, I'm going to move to the book of Job, chapter 25. So like the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 22. Job, chapter 20, verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. You know, these devils, they so-called allies, which are, they're wicked, as well as these corporates in Babylon. The other nation, they're just as wicked as they are. You know, as they say, birds of a feather flocks together. And with that, I'm going to start again with the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Hey, man, they're going to be putting hands on each other. Hey, we're going to be able to do like they doing now. You know, they put guns and drugs in our neighborhood and watch the destruction and sit back and watch. That's what we're going to be doing in the latter days. We're going to sit back and watch them self-destruct within themselves. What they call it, implode within themselves. This is the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 23. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him. and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. You know, while these devils is in their comfort zone, thinking that, hey, they well planned it out plan is going to work. The Most High gonna do what they call it, the proverbial monkey wrench. Well, he gonna throw a spiritual wrench in the midst of their mechanism. Hey, they're gonna cause everything to clog up. What they think gonna happen ain't gonna happen. What they looking for, hey, it gonna be ain't quite what they're gonna be looking for. And this is the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. And that goes back to the book of Amos 5 and 19. You know, as it said, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hands on the wall, and a serpent bit him. You know, and then as the scripture read in Job 20 and 24, howbeit, Salaki, Job 20 and 24, he shall flee from the iron weapon. Hey, you know, as I was saying, these devils gonna try to run from the missiles. Hey, when they start launching those missiles, they're gonna start running to them underground bunkers, them bunkers that they got in the mountains, them bunkers that they got in up underwater, and those little hideaways they got in space. You know, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. Even though, look, while some of them trying to escape to those bunkers, they're going to get caught in the mist. They ain't going to be able to make it. The Most High going to put a missile in front of them just as they get ready to enter them bunkers. Hey, the Most High can put his spirit on one of them missiles to drop right in the doorway prior to them opening the door. And this is the book of Job chapter 20, verse 25. It is drawn and coming out of the body. That's those missiles coming out of the silo. Yea, the glittering sword coming out of his gall. Hey, that's those glittering swords coming out of his sheath, or arrow coming being shot from the bow. Terror are upon him. Hey, these devils in for a rude awakening. When those missiles start landing in their front living room and in their condominiums, they penthouses. Hey, get ready. It's coming. Job 20, verse 26. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. Hey man, look, there's gonna be no escape. Well, some of them gonna be able to not so much escape. They're gonna be preserved. Hey, for an even severe wrath. You know, hey, some of them gonna have to go into slavery. So hey, you can run, but you can't hide. And then we're gonna have spiritual powers. We're gonna be able to come in those bunkers, the underwater bunkers, the ones in space, wherever you at. Hey, we're gonna be spiritual marshals. We coming at you. So hey, hide as you may, run as you may. There's no escape. If you dodge the missiles, you're going into slavery. And with that, I'm going to move to the book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 5. This is the book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 5. Behold, I am against thee, said the Most High Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirt upon thy face. That means the Most High going to lift your skirt up. You're going to be exposed for the devils that you are. Everything that you thought you did and got away with, hey, is going to come to the light. And I will show the nation thy nakedness. I'm going to read that again. And I will show the nation thy nakedness. The Most High is going to expose every evil deed that you did, that you thought you got away with. From the least to the worst. And the kingdom thy shame. You know, and when he started exposing these atrocities that you committed against his chosen people, the Israelites, you're going to be shamed. You know, you prideful now. You know, your pride is so thick, your arrogance, it's just everything about you now, hey, it's puffed up. But when that day comes, and he said, and I will show the nation that nakedness and the kingdoms that shame. I mean, everybody that thought you was somebody, they're going to realize just how wicked you were and how wicked you are. You're going to be ashamed of your own atrocity that you done. I mean, to the degree you ain't going to be able to hold your head up. And then and guess what? And through it all, you're going to want mercy. But guess what? Mercy going to flee from you. And with that, I'm going to move to the book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 6. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee. This is the Most High say he's going to cast abominable filth upon thee. And what is the filth? All the atrocity that you did. Yeah. He's gonna set them in your lap. He's going to play them before you like a movie. And make thee vile. And will set thee as a gazing stock. Man, all eyes, as Tupac say, all eyes gonna be on you. Everything, even the animals, gonna see you for what you are. You're gonna be a gazing stock to everything and everybody. And this is the book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 7. And it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee, and say, Nineveh is laid waste. And Nineveh, which is an ancient city, is symbolic for Babylon, aka America today. Who will bemoan her? Who gonna feel sorry for the people that committed all of the atrocities that you have committed? There was so many slave ships that was overloaded during the transatlantic slave trade, that was overloaded with slaves, that once they came upon rough seas, the whole ship sunk. countless ships that was overloaded with slaves sunk in the Atlantic Ocean. Some documented, some not, because there was a lot of pirate that didn't have no ship manifest, that was just, hey, just wild and loose, going to pick up slaves and bringing them back without no, like I said, without no ship manifest. Hey, they were just lost at sea. Some were documented, some wasn't. But hey, so what the heck? No one cared. Hey, build another ship, go back and get another load. Oh boy. Once again, the book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 7. And it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee, and say, Nineveh is laid waste. Once again, aka Babylon, America. So, aka America. Who will bemoan her? Who gonna feel sorry for you? I thought once you get exposed for all the atrocities that you did. Whence shall I seek comforter for thee? There ain't gonna be no comfort for you. As I spoke about earlier, there, mercy, you're gonna be begging for mercy, for leniency. But guess what? Just like you didn't have no mercy for the children of Israel, the Most High ain't gonna have no mercy for you. And with that, I'm gonna move to the book of Revelation. The book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 16. And this is one of what we got to be wary of in these last days. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. This is going to be one of your last resorts on trying to hold on to your kingdom. And this is what you're going to try to implement. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. That's that new, hey, that's your new world order. That's the MOTB. You know, that's your last piece on the chessboard. That's your queen, that's your king, and your bishop. That's in checkmate. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Okay. And that's, hey, that's you devil last resort. You know, your back is against the wall. You running, you done everything else you done tried. Hey, it's failed. So what? Now you got to try to implement a draconian law. to further your agenda. But little do you know, it's going to fail. Your kingdom, your queendom is at an end. You know, you had your run. You did everything everything you did was adverse to the Most High, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. So what did you expect? And with that, I'm going to close out by saying all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rekakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of GMS for giving us the true knowledge of these scriptures. I want to say ahab and shalom to all the sisters and brothers that's striving in this same true doctrine. I want to say shalom, Kwam Yasharala, Abar Gabar, shalom.